woke up craving a banh mi. Hi guys. Besides wanting a banh mi, I also woke up this morning knowing that I just want to go thrifting. It's Sunday, it's like 11 a.m. I've been collecting a long list of thrift stores and vintage shops in New York that I have gone to and I love, but also places that I've been like meaning to check out myself. You guys know I love having my solo days in the city, and I feel like the combo of having a book on you, getting some good food, grabbing a coffee, and then just choosing an area in the city to go from shop to shop is like to me the ideal Sunday. So today I'm thinking we're gonna conquer the Lower East Side because there's quite a lot of shops that I have never gone to that I'm really curious to check out, that I've been hearing a lot of other people rave about. Yeah, that's kind of the plan for the day. We're just gonna do a little thrift with me, vintage shop with me in New York. And maybe we're gonna turn this into a series. I don't know. First, we gotta fuel up. I'm also gonna try to find some coffee, and then we're gonna hit the stores. Now, our first stop is gonna be Seven Wonders Collective. They have several locations in both Manhattan and Brooklyn. It's one of my favorite places. They have such a good curated selection of vintage pieces and also various price points. I will say they're a little bit more on the middle expensive end. They don't necessarily have a lot of designer stuff, so it's not that type of place because that's not really my speed. But you can always find something really good in there, and you never know, you might get lucky that it's also a good price. So let's see what we find.
Scrolling on my phone, mind gets caught, lying to myself. I'm greener grass, dream another life, one that's not so hard. I can't get lost down that dangerous road. I am not dead. I do not know what they're really going through. There's a lot that I assume
I'm taking a little bit of a break from the shopping to hydrate, except not really, because I kind of want and need to get a coffee. Still haven't yet. Been wandering around the Lower East Side, going to various stores. So far I only got one thing. The store that I was just at, there were many temptations, but we gotta be smart with what we get, because it's we're like right in between seasons, so it doesn't make sense to get, you know, like summery things, but then there's still some things that I feel like can cross over between summer and fall. Do have a couple more spots that I really want to check out. It is now 2:30, so it's perfect time for a little interlude / coffee stop. So I'm over here at this place called Fasan. I have heard a lot about it, I think, on TikTok, but it's really cute little window cafe. And I'm just gonna sit over here and read for a little bit and just kind of take a second and then continue with the journey. But I'm excited to like go to these other few spots, because the ones that I'm going to next I actually haven't been to before. Alright, I just sat down. I got a yuzu cold brew, which I've never had before, and let me tell you, it is delicious. It was half yuzu tea infusion and then half cold brew, and it has such a delightful like floral finish, but it's crisp and bright, yet it still has like that cold brew bitter aroma, but it's not like bitter in a more like an aroma rather than an actual bitterness flavor. I don't know, it's delicious. But the Lower East Side really has like some great vintage shops. I must say, if you are visiting New York or planning a trip or anything, the Lower East Side will be a great neighborhood to just wander through, to get food, to get coffee, to get breakfast, to have like truly a whole day browsing a bunch of stores, and you can spend hours in so many of these. One of the stores that I did go to, Heart and Low, I've actually never been to before, and let me tell you, the selection in there is prime. The sizing is a little bit hard to, I'm not usually somebody that is necessarily like looking for designer vintage in any capacity. I don't care about labels in any way. But it was just so surprisingly well priced, because you would see like a nice piece of clothing and then you would see the label. It would be like Missoni or Dolce & Gabbana, and then you're like, oh, you just know that it's gonna be super expensive, but it actually was pretty reasonably priced compared to so many other vintage shops that carry designer. The pricing is just crazy, but they had an amazing selection of things. Sadly, the things that I did pick out, they were either too tight or too big, and just like, I don't know, the proportions weren't right for my proportions, sadly. But I'm just gonna be here, I'm gonna drink my coffee, I'm gonna read my book, and carry on with the rest of the day. I'm gonna go to, I think, 2 or 3 more shops, because it is Sunday after all, so I want to like have some time to just do like Sunday things at home as well. But I've been having a lovely solo day in the Lower East Side. Okay, so even though it's not a vintage shop like with clothes, I've been meaning to check out Fox Object for a while. It's like a home goods, home decor vintage shop. So I thought we might as well since we're already here and I've been meaning to go. I got so much good stuff at this furniture shop. I will show you when I get home because I'm like carrying too many things. But if you are in New York and if you live here and are looking for beautiful homeware decor from like artwork to wall objects to any type of home decor, you need to check out Fox Object. They are incredible. Sophie is the owner and she's the one that's curating everything that's in there, and it is chef's kiss amazing. I can't wait to go back with Yoni so we can both like decide what we want to get. Very fairly priced, if anything, like surprisingly well priced. And I don't know, I just think you guys should check it out if you are in town or if you live here. And yeah, absolutely incredible. But I'm gonna head home now because it is dinner time and I am actually really hungry. And I will show you guys what I got from the day. It's actually not so much as I thought I was going to get, just because, I don't know, I'm like doing this video at a weird time since we're in between seasons right now, but I just wanted to share some like cool places to go shop in New York if you're here. And yeah, we'll probably make this into a series and we'll probably do another video sometime soon after my trip, since then we will be going into fall and we're gonna have to update the wardrobe with a few autumn pieces, because there were things that I was looking for, they just didn't have inventory, as right now they still have summer inventory on the racks. So I can't wait until they get new inventory in for fall and winter, so then we can do another video and I can show you all those things. I've been putting off filming this part of the video just because I've been busy with other work. I just wanted to do a little thrift haul. I didn't want to force any purchases simply because I was making this video. So I didn't end up buying and finding that many pieces while I was filming this video, but for the sake of just like sharing cool secondhand gems that I've found, I thought why not do a nice haul of a bunch of things that I've found within the last couple of months that I haven't actually talked about on camera or shown. I didn't end up getting anything clothing wise except this jacket. I've been meaning to get a like lighter jacket that is just easy to throw on. I also really loved the cut. It is slightly cropped from like the usual denim jackets that I find, and being a 5'1" girl, it's always a little bit harder to find just about anything, but especially like denim jackets and thrifted jackets that fit. One of the things that I did get from the shop called KHATA on the Lower East Side is the necklace that I'm wearing right now, which I've been wearing non-stop ever since I got it. To me, the perfect everyday, unique enough necklace, but not too unique where it's a statement piece. From the same shop, I couldn't help myself. I also got another necklace. I don't know what this style is called, if somebody knows. It matches this other vintage bracelet that I got when Brenda was here, which I'll talk about in a second. This necklace has a onyx type of black stone on it. I'm just really into like black stones that are beveled or bezeled into silver this way. Like this is much more of a statement piece, even though this could very well be like an everyday wear. It's not like a huge statement, but at the same time, compared to this one, I feel like I will wear this one a lot more often, if not like every single day, the same way that, you know, like this cuff has become like part of my everyday jewelry. The lighting has changed drastically and I kind of hate it because it's got this blue tone to it, but I'm gonna continue filming. I mentioned before in relation to that necklace, this is a cuff bracelet that I found at a vintage shop in the East Village, sterling silver, and I don't know, something about it, like I really find this stone and this sort of like thick cut shapes and things just really attract me when it comes to jewelry. I've been meaning to go to Fox Object for a minute now, and one of the first things that I got there was this number 8, I don't know, I think it's this way, this number 8 metal sign. Like I don't know exactly how old this is, but I just really liked the way that she had it put on a wall. I don't know, I just think it's an interesting piece to just hang on the wall. Also, another thing to go on the wall, this plate that I really loved the color. I liked also the fact that it had the attachment to hang it on the wall already. I mean, not necessarily next to each other, but I think you can sense the vibe. This is another piece. It is a artist's palette. I don't know where exactly I'm gonna put this yet, but it was just so enticing and it was so unique to me. She had it put on a picture ledge. She also said that you can definitely like just put a nail in the wall and just put it through the thumb hole. And I just love the fact that it's an odd shape and it has abstract colors. I also got this ginormous Bauhaus book. It's the perfect coffee table book, and I love that you can see the writing on the side, which is what obviously attracted me. And it is giant, but it is so cool. It has so many photos and art. It has some like sculptures, and I also got one more thing from Fox Object. Yoni didn't love this one. I really liked the fact that it was dark, completely dark, just because our walls are so white, and I feel like anything we put on the wall, we'll definitely get some things that have like white matting, but I just love the fact that this was a dark wooden frame with a dark mat and a dark painting. I think that's everything that I actually got on the thrift day that we went along together. When it comes to art and books, I am always searching on Etsy. I feel like Etsy is the go-to spot for homeware, but I think like over time you have to just know like what search words to use to find things, which if you're interested in any of this stuff at all, I am very much geeking out trying to learn a lot more about home decor and things like that. And some of my favorite creators that I've been listening to and watching their content, one on YouTube is Paige Wassel. What's good design, what's bad design. I really respect her taste, and she's so good at what she does, and her videos are so entertaining and fun. So if you've never watched her page, I will link it down below. One of my favorite girls who also has a Substack, her name is, I forget her last name, but her name is like Talia something, T-A-L-I-A. So like my name with the T before Alia, so Talia. Her apartment in Brooklyn was featured in Architectural Digest. She also has a Substack with like a newsletter where she's sharing a bunch of like different finds from Etsy to like Cherish to so many other like vintage marketplaces. Her taste also exquisite, slightly different, definitely different. So yeah, those are like my two girls that I'm really taking interior decor advice from, because they really know what they're talking about. That is to say, I think I found this book through Talia's mention about something, and it is a Matisse book. There's some colored images in here as well. Oh wait, these are actually like in the book. I just got an idea, which you might know what I'm about to say, that I could probably, I mean, not to ruin this book, but you can probably like take these out and frame them if you want. I know what you're about to say in the comments. It's like, Alia, don't ruin the book by taking this out of the book. But like, how could you? Are you kidding? We will talk more about that later. Then from, I think it was the same seller on Etsy, 4 books out of this collection of the meanings of modern art. There's a few other ones. I'm debating whether I want to just get the full set. Loved the way that they looked sitting this way on the bookshelf. And these frames, to continue with framed things, I did show them in a recent video that we have yet to put these up. I feel like this is just something that we will have to do when we come back. And this guy are from the same seller on Etsy. I don't know, I think this other one that I got might have been off of a Cherish actually. I got this off of Etsy, I believe, or no, I think this might have been eBay. I got this Fujifilm advertisement, but this is one of Yoni's favorite photographers, Joel Meyritz. I love that underneath it says, I've been to the Bay 1,000 times, but it's only looked this way once. That speaks to kind of like fleeting moments and fleeting photos that I think is something that Yoni experiences and talks a lot about in his photography videos, not missing moments, and when you do miss a moment that you didn't capture, like how that feels as a photographer. I just thought that was a really cool piece. For now, it's been living on our fridge. I got this off of Etsy. I absolutely love this vase. I'm always so captivated by metal work. That's why I love my jewelry to kind of look like this vase. I love jewelry that looks like it's handmade, that's been worn, that's been tarnished, that's been like knocked over a couple times. And yeah, I just think it's a really beautiful piece. It was not very expensive. I think I found it on Etsy. Another piece that this is actually a purchase inspired by one of my favorite YouTube girls that I watch, Sarah Gray. She is so into a lot of this like dark metal work. Anytime she talks about like interior things or home decor, because I know she's like decorating her apartment. This is a candle holder, but it's more of like an above shot. Like just imagine this sitting on a surface, whether it's like a table or right now this is sitting on our media console in the living room. Next, I have two jewelry boxes that I have acquired. I am looking for a jewelry box that is not just a box, that it actually has like a divider inside for your rings. Not anything fancy, it's quite clunky, but I don't know, I really liked it. And the other jewelry box is a little bit more compact, and I just really appreciated the two tones and also two different types of woods. And this one does have a slight divider in here, but it's not like what I'm truly looking for. You guys know I've been also loving scarves this summer, okay? I think this will forever be my scarf summer. The thing about scarves that I love is that you can wear them when your hair is starting to need to be washed, but the bottom of your hair is looking gorgeous and beautiful. Wash. This is where we go like this, ladies. And you just go like that. And you're done. And your outfit is also made, because like tell me this is not more of an interesting outfit. It's made in Japan, and I thought it was really beautiful. And I got this from a vintage shop in East Williamsburg called Kilamera, I think is how you pronounce it, Kilamera. In the same place, I also got this skirt. It is the perfect length. I love the color because I think it will go with a lot of things. Just a slight stretch. I think the way that I'm gonna wear this is with like a big baggy t-shirt. I also got this from the same shop. I already showed you guys and talked about these before, but from the same store, these perfectly fitting, which never happens to me, black capri. They couldn't be more perfect. They couldn't fit me more perfectly, and they couldn't be more comfortable. I'm obsessed with them, and they are going to be worn so much this fall. And to finish off, I have two more scarves that I got actually from Dobbin Street Market, which is usually a place I go to for furniture and stuff, but they also have the odd like clothing rack. So when I went there recently with my sister, I found these two scarves. I really loved this one, and I've worn it a bunch. It's kind of like a crepe material that allows it to have some grip on my hair. This one is a little bit more funky, but I've been loving this turquoise. And if you know from like a previous video, I have this bandeau top that I got, this sleeveless bandeau top that is exactly this color. And this is quite a large scarf. You could actually wear this as a top if you wanted to, but I like the fact that it was larger. There's just something fun about having a large scarf like this. And it kind of seems like I'm about to clean the house, but I don't know, I just really love the pop of color. And I think that concludes finally the thrift haul from the last couple of months. This was really fun. I really enjoyed making like a different style of video a little bit. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments, and if you have any ideas or any suggestions of things, other types of content that you would like to see from me that's similar vibe to this. Nonetheless, I really appreciate you for being here and sticking around. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.